My God, you're certainly getting back on track, my gorgeous Torini, indeed. And already, as we speak, there are really amazing things that are already unfolding for you. Did you notice how much better you're starting to feel already, and how much better you started to feel recently? Did you notice that so much motivation, it's like kind of like came back to your life? The actual motivation is returning. And I'm not saying that you weren't like interested in anything, but you will know exactly what I mean. It's all about that vibrant energy, which is ever so important, especially when we find ourselves at the beginning of a very, very sacred and a very special journey. My gorgeous Torini, this month it's all about you and your literally your comeback. Okay, so things are about to start improving for you like never before, and this in itself is gonna be absolutely mind-blowing. I'm telling you, literally your life is you're about to be back on track. Literally you are back on track, my gorgeous Torini, and that in itself is gonna be absolutely super significant when it comes to you. Just not kind of like a feeling like you're back on track, but it's just everything is gonna start making sense. Things that you have been so upset about and so negative about and angry with yourself, things that you thought that you did wrong within the last 2 or 3 years, you know what, it's all gonna start making sense, especially when it comes to the 18th and the 19th of April. You will see the situation that you are going to be part of, the situation you're gonna go through. You would never be able to respond in a way you're going to respond if you didn't go through certain things within the last 2 or 3 years. But that it's going to be such a turning point for you as well, where you are going to realize such an important skill as well that you need to kind of take on the next level. You can do whatever you do, my baby, but you still need to take this particular skill on the next level. Perhaps it's like doing something on the side. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. This is important because it's like pretty much so connected to your spirituality and to your life purpose. When it comes to the actual numerology, my goodness, your number is 1105. I mean, this means that you're on the 11th of April in particular. Something is gonna happen to you, like, oh my God, something is gonna happen to you on the 11th of April, completely out of the blue. And that in itself, it's going to remind you the importance of your own spirituality. The spirituality is ever so important, and I've been talking about it lately for so much, because people just kind of need to understand that the spirituality is who you are, what we are, and that in itself, it's like kind of like when it comes to clarity in our lives, when it comes to things that we don't understand, through our own spirituality, everything is so much better, everything makes sense. So on the 11th of April, there is going to be such a situation that you are going to have, and this is going to be so important, because what you're going to see and what you're going to become aware of is going to be primarily responsible for you getting back to yourself in terms of spirituality. And that in itself, it's going to be enormous, because it's not only that you're going to come across something that you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it, but you're going to be able to understand what exactly it's missing in your life, and how important it is to be spiritual, and how important it is to take spirituality seriously. So this is an important part of your journey in so many different ways. But then again, at the same time, this is going to shake your world like never ever before. It's not only about your spirituality, but it's also about the sense of a natural progression which is going to come with it as well. On another note, my gorgeous Torini, as well, when it comes to 1105, it's brilliant, because I'm not being funny, but by the end of this month, by the end of April, the clear direction is most certainly and most importantly gonna be provided to you. You are going to have such a solid and strong and powerful clear direction in life. You will know things are moving on finally, and that in itself is just going to be so important, because now also from the beginning of April you are going to feel like super intuitive, but especially when it comes to the actual this clear direction being provided, you will know exactly when, by the end of April you will have a clear direction provided. but it's going to happen also within the actual month of April, where you are going to hear such an important news. And this important news, it's really going to surprise you. You know, at around the 20th of April, this important news, it's really going to surprise you, because it's like, oh my God, like, you know, it's to do with the specific success of something that you didn't even think it's actually going to work out. And this in itself, it's going to make you feel so good, because it's going to point you towards the right direction. So at around the 20th of April, you are going to be pointed towards the right direction. And how you're going to be pointed towards the right direction, it's about this news and information and message you're going to have, which is going to surprise you, like something is moving on. You know, an outcome of something really important, something is moving on, and this in itself, it's going to make you feel, it's going to make you feel so excited and happy. But there is going to be an element of surprise there. But this is something that you really also, at the same time, you have to stick to. You have to work with this. You have to take this as a number one priority in your life at this very stage, you know, on your spiritual journey. This is very, very important indeed. And this is going to be an indication, because intuitively you will know, oh my God, this is like so important. This is going to start changing things for me. Finally, you've been through so much, you've been through a lot, you've been up and down, my gorgeous Torini, but now the balance is coming back and it's about to return. And the balance, and the month of April is going to seem so good. And then the month of May is going to seem so like kind of amazing. And the month of June is going to be even better. So this is where things are going to start working out for you, my gorgeous Torini, indeed. And I'm very, very excited for you, because what is this all going to do? This is going to help you to reconnect with yourself, and it's going to make you feel so excited about yourself, because you will know that there's so many aspects of your life that are going to start moving on and start changing. And you need this optimism, you need this positive energy, you need this positive vibration, because it helps you, you know, to ground yourself, to recenter yourself. And it also helps you to understand what an impact all this it's actually having on your life. And this is all going to lead towards, I'm not being funny, I'll show you. It's like, everybody, where are the cards? I'm not being funny, but this is where this is going to lead towards like a really big accomplishment, and like almost like, oh my God, towards the life of like luxury. You love luxury, my gorgeous Torini. Who doesn't love luxury, you know? But it is going to lead towards an incredible accomplishment. And also when it comes to October 2023, yes, I went to October. When it comes to October 2023, this is where everything is going to explode in your life. You're going to be able to do what you were never able to do before, because you're going to achieve something great, like really great. And it's all going to start right now, right here. This is all about your determination, you know, like you feeling your determination, but also knowing intuitively that this is like, you know, gonna be like, it's gonna really bring such a positive and absolutely mind-blowing impact into your life, you know. So this is gonna be absolutely remarkable indeed. And also, my gorgeous Torini, like for example, when it comes to the actual nutrition, as usual, I highly recommend you to take and keep on taking it, because it's important. It's really important to keep on taking natural vitamin D3. Even if you are in the sun every day, I still absolutely, oh my God, I still recommend to take natural vitamin D3, because this is going to be brilliant for your immune system. It's going to boost your immune system, but it's also going to be fantastic like for your bones, sensitive bones as well, in combination with natural zinc picolinate. And this zinc picolinate and natural vitamin D3 are brilliant when it comes to boosting immune system, but it's also going to be fantastic for your skin, hair and nails. And the third is the actual organic chlorella. I always recommend this because it's important, because it's such a powerful supplement. It is going to also boost the immune system, but at the same time it's so beneficial when it comes to omega-3 essential fatty acids, because this is needed by our body, but we have to put in our body, you know. So our body does not produce omega-3 essential fatty acids, so that's why it's important to actually take this. And so it's good for your brain, for your memory, for your mind, you know, and things like that, to focus. It's fantastic. But on another hand, it's also brilliant when it comes to like detoxifying like a dangerous metals, which are absolutely everywhere nowadays. I highly recommend you to get these supplements indeed. So this is zinc picolinate, Okay, you know, I always recommend this. This is natural vitamin D3. Then you have organic chlorella here. So of course this is my own brand, because I decided to do my own brand because it was very difficult for me to find the proper supplements without chemicals. And it was filled with rubbish as well. So I decided to have my own brand. So this is made with exceptional quality ingredients, without any chemicals, without any rubbish, without any fillers. So I strongly recommend you this. Do I take this? Of course I do. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And if you would like to buy these vitamins, the link is going to be within the description below. Just click on the name of the video and then you will see it will extend, or you can simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins and my page is going to come up that way as well. Now I need you to pay attention to the very much so 2nd of April. On the 2nd of April you are going to wake up in the morning and there is something unusual going to be on your mind. This is because you're going to be dreaming a lot the night before that, the evening before, the night before that you're going to dream a lot, but you're not going to remember. You're not going to remember because there is so much that you're going to be going through when it comes to your dream. You're entering very interesting dimension where everything is going to be so deep, where everything is going to be so vivid, where everything is going to be so interesting. If you were able to remember your dream, probably it would be very difficult to pinpoint exactly what would be the most important thing, because there is so much that is actually going to be going on. So what's the point me saying this if you don't remember your dream? But on the 2nd of April in the morning when you wake up, I really hope you see this reading before that. I really do. So because you will know it, because some kind of something is going to be on your mind. One word is going to be on your mind as soon as you wake up on the 2nd of April in the morning. There is a one specific word that is going to be on your mind. Something that you something that you forgot about. Something that is so important to you, and it's a bit of a problem that you don't like dealing with or thinking about, and then sometimes we just bury it, you know, at the back of our subconscious mind. We suppress certain things. This is the way we work, the way our mind operates in order to kind of protect itself, you know. But there are points where we kind of are really having all the vibrancy from like everywhere energetically in order to deal with this. So this is why, and now on the 2nd of April, some kind of problem or something is going to be highlighted with one word. You're going to wake up and this is something, some kind of problem that you literally need to attack, like immediately, like honestly. So this is something that I want to tell you, and the reason why you're going to have this on your mind, because you are going to have, like, you're capable to do this. You're going to have an ability to actually deal with this problem, so it's going to be absolutely fine. So please do pay attention on the 2nd of April indeed. And also when it comes to the 3rd of April, it's like, oh my God, you know, I'm not being funny here, yeah? But the 3rd of April, it's like, you know, there is going to be some kind of unexpected change here. This unexpected change, but it's to do with the finances and it's to do with the financial situation. It's nothing like, oh my God, terrible. It's nothing like, oh my God, awful, or anything like that. But this is going to be a clear sign that, you know, you need to improve something. This is going to be a clear sign and a clear guidance how you need to improve something here, that you need to improve some kind of skill because of that. And that in itself, it's going to be an absolute truth. So this is what you need to kind of like really pay attention to, my gorgeous Torini, because it's going to require from you to kind of make an important decision, and as long as you make an important decision, the outcome is going to be how it should be. The outcome, it's actually going to be really, really good. So just remember, this is going to give you a chance and opportunity to kind of improve something and improve some kind of skill in order to kind of like deal with this situation in the best possible way. And also when it comes to the 3rd of April, don't like kind of be surprised when you kind of like become aware of this very creative and artistic flow. It's going to be a lot. No, it's not only the 3rd of April, but it's going to be 4th, 5th, 6th, 6th and 7th. In between the 3rd and the 7th of April, it's like, ooh la la, you're gonna have a lot of this, and this is how you're gonna know, like, oh my God, I'm like a flower, I'm about to open up, hello my gorgeous spring. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly how you're going to be. So in between the 3rd and the 7th, the actual 7th of April, it's gonna be about like pretty much so creative and artistic flow that you're going to feel. And in between the 3rd and the 7th of April, at the moment in time when you feel the most like kind of creative and artistic, for example, there is going to be a very intuitive message that you are going to have. My God, this is going to be so interesting. And this intuitive message that you are going to have, it's all about like kind of you dealing with some kind of difficult choice, something that was on your mind for a long time, something that you know that you need to do. It's to do with a difficult choice. And normally you would be like, no baby, no, I don't like this. Oh my God, no, difficult. No baby, no. No, normally you're like that, yeah? But now this intuitive message which is going to come to you at the right time, it's really going to highlight this difficult choice, and you will know exactly what to kind of do, and you will know the answer to that difficult choice. It's about letting go something. It's about letting go something that's making you feel overburdened anyway, something that came to an end in your life anyway. So this is what you need to remember, because as soon as you do this, a couple of days after that moment in time, you're gonna be so passionate like there is no tomorrow. You won't even be able to put two and two things together to think, like, to realize, oh my God, this is so connected. No baby, no. But you are, a couple of days later, you're gonna feel so passionate in order to kind of like start some kind of new project here, start something new. You're gonna feel so motivated, and you're also gonna become aware of some kind of rather energized potential indeed. There are three amazing things that are actually going to be on your mind here. All these three things you should take on, and the more they make you feel like kind of, oh my God, it's too much to do, I'm going to be juggling too many responsibilities. Let me tell you something, the more you take on, the better it's going to be. The more responsibilities you juggle throughout the actual April, more successful you're going to be, more sharply and more clearly you will be able to see things that you've never seen before. And in terms of like reading the signs, it's like, oh my God, I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but it's like you are really kind of working on yourself by sometimes juggling and taking so many things, because you're also creating a very sacred and special vibration that through that vibration and energy, you see things in a completely kind of different way. So this is why this is so important. And another thing that I was going to recommend you, it's like so absolutely so beautiful. Check this out. It's like, oh my God, how beautiful this is. Like one of the most beautiful. Look at how gorgeous this is. Do you know what this is? Botswana agate pendant. This is a Botswana agate pendant, and it's so look at how beautiful it is. I don't know if you can see it in this light around me. It's quite unusual. Just look at me, I'm unusual. I'm joking. You see this, it's like so beautiful, this Botswana pendant, agate pendant. It's for stamina, vitality and strength. Indeed, it's helpful to bring information to the surface that's deeply rooted in subconscious mind. I mean, come on, we have like the world of like mystery, the world of the greatest knowledge within us at the back of our subconscious mind. It's so much is going on in the back of our subconscious mind. We see things, we know the answers, we have so much clarity, we have clear directions, a clear guidance. We are like so wise as a human beings. Like we are so wise, really, but sometimes we don't even understand how to kind of like use our own power to unblock certain things within us. And this is exactly what Botswana agate pendant will do. It will help you to unlock the power within. And what's the best way to unlock the power within, my gorgeous Torini, than to use the power of your subconscious mind. So my goodness, so it's not only for stamina, energy, vitality and strength, but this is also amazing when it comes to confidence and when it comes to you talking and expressing yourself, where you want to be open, and sometimes certain people don't allow you to be open, but you want to be open, and this is when this kind of comes in and helps you quite a lot to express yourself in the best possible way. I highly suggest you to get this absolutely beautiful Botswana agate pendant. This gorgeous pendant comes with sterling silver chain, my gorgeous Torini, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you very much for that. The second important date, my gorgeous Torini, is going to be on the 18th of April. On the 18th of April, you have to be careful about this, because it's about like some kind of a silly idea. Okay, so I think that something is going to be on your mind, and something is going to make you like kind of a little bit nervous, because you're going to be thinking about, you're going to be dealing with something. So you're going to be dealing with something that's going to make you a little bit nervous. So this is why sometimes we become a little bit sensitive, and especially when it comes to our own response, do you know what I mean? So on the 18th of April, you just need to remember that there is kind of going to be some kind of idea that you are going to have, some kind of silly idea, and that particular silly idea that you are going to have, do you know what, if your family like kind of agree this is okay, doesn't mean it's okay, you know. If people who you really love and people you love, you know, if they support you with this silly idea, it doesn't mean necessarily that this is a good idea. You see what I mean? I know, I hope this doesn't come out wrong, but I'm trying to tell you that this silly idea that you're going to have, for some reason you're going to be supported by the loved ones, by the family or friends or whatever, but just to let you know that that doesn't mean that this is a good idea, because at the same time, when it comes to that silly idea, you need to understand this is indeed a silly idea, and you have to be objective, and you know, by being objective, you're also at the same time, you know, you're going to release negative and frightening thoughts, and that in itself, you know, then you will basically see things in a completely different light. There is some kind of clarity that you're going to have before the end of the day, that it's really going to prove this to you, you know what I mean? So there is some kind of clarity that you're going to have, something is going to be exposed to you that was hidden, so now you're going to become fully aware of the fact that this would be a really poor choice. So with other words, if someone is rushing you towards something, or if someone is pressurizing you to do something, you're like, no baby, no, do you know what I mean? So this is gonna be your first like alarm, a little alarm, like, oh my god, do you know what I mean? So this is why this is so important. And also when it comes to the 23rd of April, my gorgeous Torini, there is like something, you know, there are like about a few different ideas that you are going to have, and please, these ideas are not something that, you know, you can take on now, but please do not forget about these ideas. Like, you know, these are not silly ideas right now, these are like really good ideas, and these few different ideas that I'm talking about right now, it's like these are gonna be good, these are gonna be important, but they're also gonna come through somebody in your life, through somebody who you know, through somebody who's like kind of successful, through somebody who's very different, weird and unusual and bizarre, but this is a really successful person that you may not completely maybe like or get on with even. There is something that you find so annoying about that person, but it's not about that. It's about the fact that what you're gonna gain through them, some kind of like motivation when it comes to the actual success, and when it comes to you doing something. There are a few different ideas that are gonna come from that person, and that you're gonna get through that person, you're gonna understand. But now these are the right ones, these are good ones here. This is something that you really should kind of like really dive in and tap in as soon as you possibly can, because these few ideas are also going to kind of like make you aware that you are about to tap into an untapped potential. So of course that this is gonna open the whole new door, the whole new world of opportunities for you indeed. And also, my gorgeous Torini, it's like like, oh my God, these are so beautiful. These crystals are like, oh my God. I mean, I'm so excited about this too. Look at this one. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. Again, I don't know what light is like, maybe like this, maybe like that. You can't really see it, really. This is basically solar quartz. It's absolutely beautiful, very striky, very powerful. I really suggest you to wear this in April, May and June. Very important to bring you an instant balance. It enhances energy, it brings emotional strength, and it will uplift with great power. It improves the connection to spirit. I mean, this is brilliant. Improves the connection to spirit. This is like amazing, because at the same time, you know, it just kind of shows you, as soon as you wear this, there are like a different elements about your life that you understand in a completely different way, and this really opens you up spiritually. But it also shows you that there is so much more to life, so much more to your current situation. I'm not saying that there is something wrong with your current situation, but it really kind of opens you up, and it really kind of like inspires you to kind of like go forward in life, but also to not to forget about you making the most of your own spirituality. Indeed. So this gorgeous solar quartz pendant, it basically comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. The last important date is going to be on the 27th of April, and now this is it. On the 27th of April, now you are really, this is so good, because this is all about your emotional recovery. You're healing slowly but surely, my gorgeous Taurini. It's still a kind of to do with something that you've been through like a very long time ago, very long time ago, and you've been through something very dark, very negative, very scary. It's like, oh my God, and this affected you. It really affected you. This happened a long time ago, and you know, you will most likely and most certainly know what am I talking about. So it's something that you've been affected from a long time ago. You thought that you kind of healed, but you actually didn't. But you actually know this. You were probably hoping that you kind of healed, but you didn't. The actual healing, it's only going to take place on the 27th of April 2023, and this is all about emotional recovery. You're slowly healing. You are going to have a very interesting like kind of a realizations on the 27th of April, especially when it comes to you maybe a kind of like trying something that you never tried, like when it comes to your spirituality, but also it's some kind of realization, you know, some kind of realization about how much you want to do something, how much you want to try something, how much you want to inspect something and investigate something about yourself, especially when it comes to something kind of like some kind of spirituality. But it's something that was on your mind only within the last like about few months or so. There is a new element of you that is going to come out, and this is brilliant, because that also means that you're about to come out of your comfort zone, and energetically this is going to push you to naturally investigate the new part of you. And this is brilliant, because you know, you need to understand that you need to focus on one thing. And also when it comes to the 27th of April, just try to do something like a bit of meditation, because you're gonna get a really powerful insight through the actual meditation. Or maybe try to go and spend some time in the nature, within the nature. Always talk about it, because it's very important, because that way we also understand things that we will never understand about ourselves, especially when it comes to things that are creating unnecessary blockages in our lives. So, and there is also, you know, pretty much so a big blockage. It's about to be removed on the 27th of April, and this is absolutely brilliant. And you're also, listen to me very carefully, on the 27th of April, by the end of the day, there is something that you're going to hear, some kind of information, but you need to keep this to yourself. You have to keep this to yourself. And this particular information that you're going to hear, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to be completely amazing. It's going to be out of this world. Like what you can do, what you can achieve in a ridiculously short amount of time. But you have to keep this information to yourself. You must not say this to absolutely anyone. That's exactly what I see, because that way you are going to preserve this energy and certain things are going to stay intact, so you will get the most of it. This is the part of your challenge, because what you're going to hear is going to be so big, it's going to be out of the blue, that instantly you will want to declare this to like the best people in your life. But no, baby, no, this is something that you need to keep to yourself. And I'm not saying it's bad to say this to people, but there is something that you need to understand and learn and realize here just by yourself. Very important, my gorgeous Taurini, indeed. And so now, my gorgeous Taurini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. Now, this is brilliant. You, those of you in relationship, your lives are really moving on so fast, and I really like it. There is now, you will be able to kind of do something really big when it comes to your home, when it comes to your immediate environment, you know, when it comes to the place where you're spending like a lot of time, you know, in a day, in a week, or, you know, whatever. So, but it's something that you both wanted to do for absolute ages, but it's to do the particular change or specific change when it comes to your home and when it comes to your living environment. And now you have a perfect balance, and you both are going to hear a really, really good news. And that good news that you are going to hear is going to mean both of you so much, because you will be able to do this. That good news is going to give you confidence that now is the right time to actually just kind of jump in as soon as you possibly can. So this month of April is going to be brilliant, because the couples are going to have a remarkable news. And that news, it's all about you being able to do something within your immediate environment. This is brilliant, because you will realize how much better you both feel in terms of optimism as well. And those of you who are single and ready to, hello my darling, those of you who are single and ready to mingle, you see, within the first 11 days of April, there is something that is going to be on your mind, somewhere where you want to go, something that you want to do. But this is pretty much connected to you, like thinking about a partner or thinking about someone, and how you can kind of bring this like people into your life. You're going to find yourself being extremely open-minded, but I'm telling you, within the first 11 days, some kind of realization it's going to be on your mind. Like you will want to start something, maybe start going somewhere. This is like a project. It's more like you are taking yourself as a project, you know, within the first 11 days of April, you know, and these are only the beginning stages, but this is all about you feeling ready to do something, you know, to start something, to maybe go somewhere. It's to do with like a new project, but this new project, it's more about you starting to do something in terms of you kind of reconnecting with people, but there is an element of something being brand new. So you're either going to go to the brand new place where you've never been before, or you're going to start doing something new. This was on your mind for quite a while now, but for some reason you were fighting yourself with yourself, you know. And so this is now, as I said, you're entering a very important stage when it comes to your life, where the balance is just changing, and that in itself is going to reflect on, you know, your courage, and on kind of like you knowing that now it's time for you to kind of start letting somebody into your life. You're ready, kind of, but at the same time you're the only one who can do something about it. So it's about making that particular step indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.